Okay, well, as you can see, I'm filming this video in the darkness, basically in the darkness. Why? Because I wanted to document this, like, phase of my life. Not only life, but, of this, like, the commitment, the discipline, which I believe a person should have, because I'm going to Taraweeh, the way Muslims pray 5 times a day, and the last prayer is about like 8 p.m. right now. It's about 8 p.m. and I'm going to mosque to pray. And so yeah, it's late, it's dark, it's a little bit cold, it's it sucks. Basically, I don't want to do that and all this dumb shit, like astaghfirullah. I mean, when I say it, it sounds more stupid than it actually looks like, because I'm doing it actually way more cooler than saying it sucks, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's kind of cliche way of saying that, but as you can see, doing things which suck but doing them anyway is not a cliche. It's not a usual thing which you used to see, right? So here am I, yep, going to mosque. I don't want to do that, but still, I don't care. If there is job which is required to be done, if there is thing which I have to do, that thing is gonna be done. And I don't care how I'm gonna feel, and I don't care about all these other aspects and blah 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 blah. Whatever. This for now. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It is, I think, it's about 12 a.m. right now. In other words, 11:50 p.m. But still, let me check the time. Let me actually show it to you so I can prove it. Because by the time I'm gonna upload a video, I know it's gonna be a lot earlier. It's gonna be the next day, probably. It's gonna be April 8th. Yeah, it's gonna be April 8th. By the time it's gonna be, even if I'm gonna talk to camera and record the video for maybe like 10 or 15 minutes, uploading a video, it's gonna take another, I don't know how much time, but you get it. But still, okay, I think I will need to change maybe here. Okay, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look great. Okay. What about this? Way better. Subhanallah. So, okay, I'm not gonna talk about what I have done and that I'm tired and whatever. You saw the first clip. It's been a couple of hours since then. I just didn't rested and slept. I was doing either praying, and yeah, okay, whatever. My brain is cooked a little by the time I'm recording this video, so don't judge me too hard, please. I'm just sharing my journey live at the moment, so don't expect me to be my best, because my current state might be not the best, and yeah, but still, I don't know if you can see it, but tick, alhamdulillah, ticks, and this one, vlogging goal for today, is also gonna be ticked after I'm just gonna stop recording this video. I didn't check the Instagram since DMing people. Maybe some people replied, maybe they didn't, I don't know. what I wanted to say, they okay. Sorry, granddad. You know, I thought that he's gonna enter the room, and he just opened the door and get back. What I want to tell you. So I think I DM'd 31 people today out of 30 I have planned, and I applied for 25 coding jobs out of 30, and I'm just happy. You know, yesterday I applied for like 2 coding jobs and like DM'd to maybe 32 companies, 32 individuals. Okay, it maybe 31 or 32, like it's the same, about the same as today. But the day before that I messaged like 15 people, you know, and so today we are way better than the previous version of ourselves, so I'm happy, alhamdulillah, we're doing great progress. Read the Quran, read the book, vlogging, you know, working on my personal brand, you know, watch my front-end classes, you know, learn how to code, learned and upgraded my valuable skill, which I already knew, but I'm upgrading it to the new levels, to the new heights, alhamdulillah. So I think like maybe 40 minutes out of like 1 hour, 30-minute, you know, class I watched, and what else? So it's just been a nice, pretty good day, you know. I just, you know, read some books, made my classes, vlogged, DM'd, applied for coding jobs, consumed great content, useful content on the internet, and I mean, what else to say? Okay, one thing which I really wanted to make, but I didn't manage my time to do for today, is to make a research. You know what? One thing which is gonna really, if you didn't watch the video which I made yesterday, please, brother, go ahead and make research. I don't care in what industry you are. Please don't be blind like I was before, because I used to think and believe that there is no such things. You know, okay, let me describe what I'm talking about. Go ahead and make research about your own industry. If you're in web design, go ahead and search for web studios which have made it. You know, just, you know, a simple Google search or simple search on YouTube about the best web design agencies, or like the greatest web design agencies, the most expensive web design agencies, the most famous web design agencies, the top 10 web design agencies. 5 to 6 simple Google searches are gonna give you a bunch of websites, and that bunch of websites are gonna give you referrals to thousands of agencies. There is like separate websites. It turns out that there is like separate websites categorized specially to, yeah, I made a goal to myself in my if you're using iPhone, or I think you're gonna find a way to make a daily reminder to yourself in some kind of app, maybe in your calendar. If you can make one you know, goal or reminder, and then make it repeat every single day, if there is some kind of function or some kind of app which you can use which has this function. So make a goal, first of all, to consume only useful content. And you know what kind of content I'm talking about. Entrepreneurship slash business slash marketing slash sales. I think, yeah, these four categories which you need for now. There is like, if one thing which is really good is that if you are not gonna be able to find, new content about entrepreneurship, about useful something, you can go ahead to the YouTube channel of your favorite creator and just watch bunch of his videos, because he probably have made bunch of these videos about entrepreneurship, about marketing, about sales. One single YouTube channel have generated about like thousands of videos. That's what I have realized so far, and that's just insane and blew out my mind, honestly. You and I usually tend to watch one or two videos about from one single YouTuber, like, subscribe, and remember, but there are very few people who have watched like hundreds of, like even 10% out of the thousands of videos he have generated through years and years and years of making content. And the thing is, rules of the business usually don't change really bad. Like, it used to be like make thing which people like, and it's still to this day, just make thing which people like, and they're gonna pay for it. That's it. If they like something and they know it costs money, they're gonna pay for it. That's it. That's so simple. If you want to buy an iPhone, you're gonna buy an iPhone. That's it. That's it. So simple. The things like sales, the things like product development, they're just, they are not the root of a tree. Do not, overcomplicate things, okay? They are the fruits of a tree, maybe. I think fruits are the results. I forgot the word, I'm sorry. Okay, what I want to say you. First of all, make a daily goal to yourself. Every single day, watch only, filter out for yourself content which is in a category of business, entrepreneurship, or marketing and sales. These two categories, and there's like 4 subcategories called business, entrepreneurship, and marketing and sales. Only these 4 types of videos. If you watch only these types of videos, after 2 or 3 months, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram will start to recommend you only this kind of content. And you will realize that there is like thousands of this kind of creators making content about business, entrepreneurship, marketing, and sales. And then you will realize that market is whole lot bigger than you thought it is. Because at the very beginning of my journey, I used to believe that there is this little useful content on the internet. But it turns out to be way, way, way bigger. It's just the question of time, how these platforms quickly understand what kind of content you like to watch, and that's it. This is one thing. Second thing which I wanted to say you, make research if you can every single day about your own industry. One thing, the first reason is confidence, of course, because if you are young like I am, and there are very few people who are on your side, and there are very few people, especially, it's you versus you, and your number one enemy is yourself. And in addition to this, there are plenty of people like in your family, like in my case, hating you for the thing which you do. You need a lot of confidence, and I believe that you are a human being, works like a machine to a certain degree. We need to refill our fuel every single time when we lack it, or every single time when we run out of it. I don't think we run out of confidence, but sometimes we lack it. And I believe that these kind of times for this kind of situations, to be able to stand for this kind of oppositions against us, we need a lot of confidence. And the thing which is going to boost your confidence like 1000% is understanding what the heck you're doing. If you know what you're doing, then there is like no one can basically defeat you. Because let me describe in details what I actually mean, because the words which I'm saying right now are too philosophical, and I get it. In my case, what did I did? I'm running web design agency, okay, and I want to become a millionaire this way. I want to become a millionaire making web design websites or web apps, web products, you name it, web services, blah blah blah. I go ahead on YouTube and on Google and searched for people who made it in web design. I wanted to find Iman Gadzi of web design, to be able to refer that, you know what, that guy, he made it. And if he can do it, I can do it. You know, his business is web design. He's doing the same thing I did. So I can do it also. Very basic philosophy. But if you know, it's such a simple thing to have, but if you don't have it, it's like an air, you know, it's like an air. It's such a simple thing which we usually tend to have for granted. But if you don't have it, if you lack it, oh my God, brother, you are gonna realize it in split seconds. So I go ahead on YouTube, on Google, and searched for top 10 web design agencies in the world, top 10 most expensive, top 10 the most luxurious, top 10 the most famous, top 10 the greatest, the best web design agencies in the world. And then I searched for the founders of that agencies. Again, simple Google search, founder of this-that-agency.com. And usually, if they have at least Instagram or like Twitter or something like that, it's gonna pop up. And at least it popped up in my case. And I find 5 founders, 5 to 6 founders. Each of them made it in web design, you know. They are just hidden in the shadows. Oh, the only single problem is this. They're just hidden in the shadows. And I believe that if you're gonna repeat the same thing, go ahead on YouTube, go ahead on Google, search for the agency which made it, or if you can, right away search for a founder or individual who made it in that niche in which you are working in. Yeah. That's it. That's what really hyped me up, because I realized that, you know what, there are like 5 people. I was searching for one Iman Gadzi to refer to, and I found like 6 already after like 2 days of research. Today I wanted to do it again. I didn't manage it, I'm sorry. Tomorrow I hope, inshallah, I'm gonna have a little bit of time and I'm gonna be able to make a quick research to find at least 10. Can you imagine that there is like 10 hidden Iman Gadzis of your niche, of your whatever, of your business, of your side hustle, of your industry, you know? Even if you are in SMMA, go ahead and search for marketing agencies which have been in this industry for 10 years. You will realize that Iman is a small fish. You will realize that there are some agencies making billions in revenue every single year, hundreds of millions in profits. Not to say that Iman, I don't want to insult anyone, but you will realize that this agency stuff doesn't have a limitations. No matter what kind of scale and what kind of niche you are, basically. There is no such thing as limitations. Because because the world is your customer. Anyone in this world, there's like gazillions of people, trillions of companies which need your help, potential ones. And you need only, I don't know. And the beauty is that you don't need all of them to become a billionaire. Like a billion, literally billionaire. You and I don't have a like $5 in our credit card or debit card, and we're talking about billions right now. So I don't know what else you need, brother. Go ahead,